Good morning and welcome to your morning moment of clarity with Pastor Jéan. Listen, it is Friday. For those of you that are following on key and every day, it's Friday. You're coming into the end of the first week of your Eye of the Needle fast. How are you doing? You doing well? Holding on? Yeah, I know. It gets kind of challenging at times, but it's going to be okay, all right? Today I want to deal with you from 1 Peter chapter 5, 6, and 7. And it says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you." Simply put, the first thing I want us to understand is we have to humble ourselves. And it says, I want you to hear this, humble yourselves under the mighty hand. Can you imagine this is God's hand? And we're little, we're down here. And humbling means to submit, to place under authority, up under God's authority, to subject ourselves to him. Now, we're under his authority. And in that, we can't be prideful and boastful still up under his authority. We can't sit and have attitudes like, I'm under his authority, but I do what I want to do when I feel like it. I don't care what God says. I got it. That's not what humility is. Now, humility doesn't mean being a punk and being ran over and just, oh, woe is me and nothing happens. No, it just means that understanding that God is in control and you're submitting yourself unto him. Okay? Now, he says, under his mighty hand, that he may exalt you in due time. One of the problems we all have, sometimes we don't want to wait on God, do we? We don't want to wait. We want God to do it right now, right now, right now. Matter of fact, God, I need you to move yesterday. I need you to move with expectancy, God. But we don't move with expectancy, do we? We want God to move, but we don't move for God. We want God to do it right then and right there. And then we want God to exalt us. Look at me, God, show them who I am. They need to recognize, they need to recognize who I am, God. Let's show them. That's not the Spirit of God. Remember humility. You got to be humble. Okay? And when he says, if you do that, he'll exalt you in due time. You got to remember, if you're doing it for exaltation now, then you'll receive your blessings here on earth right now and not in heaven. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that God blesses us here and there. We want to make sure that we're fully engulfed in his presence and we have everything that he has for us. So therefore, we got to wait on him. And the last thing he says, casting all your cares upon him, for he careth of you. Now listen, this scripture didn't say cast some of your cares. It didn't say cast just the ones you think you can't handle. It didn't say cast part of your cares. It's not even said, not most of your cares, but all of your cares. Well, Pastor, what do you mean all of your cares? That means every single thing you think about, from what you're going to eat, to what you're going to wear, to where you're going to go, to who you're going to be friends with, to who you're going to do something for, to what you're going to do for yourself, to where you're going to vacation. Cast everything on him. What do you mean vacation, Pastor? Because you may go someplace and God has somebody there for you to meet that can uplift you, or you can sow a seed into them. So we got to make sure we're in order, even to the point of where you go to the grocery store. God, do you want me to go here? Go to Publix, go to Kroger, go to Piggly Wiggly, go to Walmart. I hate going there. But if you want me to go there, I'm going to go there. Their prices are higher at this place, but he wants you to go there. So we go, because we're going to be obedient to him, because you're casting all like cares on him. Because you never know what may happen. You may be the 1,000th shopper for the day and they give you free groceries. You don't know. You never know what may happen. I know one time I like going to Golden Corral sometimes, and I went to Golden Corral. Yeah, I have some dogs. Please excuse that. I went to Golden Corral, and I like going there, but sometimes I really don't, because it costs so much. And my daughter loves going there on Sunday, and all these preachers be there and everything. And I went there one Sunday, and I saw this guy, and he looked for me, and I went and talked to him. But that gentleman, I really didn't even know, began to open up. God allowed him to open up so many doors for me, just because I was obedient to God and I humbled myself to him to go somewhere I really didn't want to go, And I was worried about the money aspect of it, but it opened up so many doors that were greater, even for the reason I'm able to minister to you right now. So I want you to say, when you do that, God has a plan for you. but you have to be obedient, because the bottom line, the last thing he says, he does this because he cares for you. He cares for you. Not because of anything else, but just because he cares for you. So what we got to begin to do is trust in God. Lean not to thine own understanding. All these scriptures we know, we talk about all the time. Okay? So just remember, we got to trust in him. We got to be faithful to him and watch him add everything on to us. As long as we're humble, we step under his covering, we submit ourselves to him, and we wait, because he does care. This has been your morning moment of clarity with Pastor Jéan. Love you and be blessed.